News.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister made it clear the government has no intention of calling an election at this time. Speaking during his tour of St. Mary, the Prime Minister also slammed the opposition for what he's describing as its blatant politicking during a sensitive time. Tona Thomas reports.
It's the furthest thing from our minds. That's the word from Prime Minister Andrew Holness regarding the holding of local government elections.
The government of Jamaica will not be calling any election in this current situation. That is the furthest thing from our mind.
He's responding to criticisms from PNP General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell, who argued that the Prime Minister is using his island-wide vaccination tour as a cover-up to campaign for local government elections. The elections, by virtue of already being pushed back, are now constitutionally due by February of next year. Mr. Holness says the PNP is showing a disappointing lack of interest in the well-being of the people of Jamaica.
But I think the fundamental point that is being made here, and it is so transparent, that the PNP have no interest in the national interest. They have no interest in the public good. They are only interested in politics. They don't want to face a defeat in a local government election. And therefore, it's transparent what they're doing. They are saying, hey, don't call any elections because we don't want to lose. That is the furthest thing from my mind. Right now, there's no benefit to calling any elections. We already control local government, and we are already the government. What more is there to prove?
Prime Minister Andrew Holness also slammed the opposition for politicizing his vaccine tour across the country. The Prime Minister says the PNP seems to be now retreating in terms of supporting the drive to get the country inoculated against COVID-19.
It is a great disappointment for me, because when we announced the tour, I met with the leader of the opposition and I invited him to participate in the tour and in these joint activities. I stood beside him in the constituency of Southwest St. Andrew, Angela Brown Burks, the MP there, and we both faced the press, and in that engagement, he expressed his support for vaccination, only to see recently some ambivalence, if not a retreat from that position of support.
Mr. Holness says, as Prime Minister, his duty is to keep the country together during a difficult time.
It's a sad day for Jamaica and Jamaican politics. It is just vulgar opportunism. And I think the country sees right through it. It's transparent for what it is. Right now, Jamaica is in a very delicate position. And as Prime Minister, I have to be so careful that my actions do not render the country apart.
Tona Thomas for Nationwide News.